Welcome to the Hudson Booster Days Parade for 2025. My name is Mary Claire Olson Potter, President of the Hudson Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, and I am joined today with Chris Kost, who is the Executive Director of the YMCA here in Hudson, and it's also Chris's birthday. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining me today.
Thanks, Mary Claire. Always a fun highlight to be able to partner with you and River Channel and Nate and his team who've been outside in the rain for a long time, and then also a shout out to Hop and Barrel for our nice, warm, dry seats today.
Yes, we are pleased that we are inside today, and we do thank Nate and his team. And rain does not stop Hudson folks from coming out to enjoy this fabulous parade. So we are so excited that you are all joining us here today. This is part of the Hudson Booster Days, and that is an event that is taking place all weekend. It started on Thursday, and great events Thursday and Friday. And we know the rain is going to let up a little bit today, so that folks can get back down to Lakefront Park and enjoy the carnival and the great food and all of the bands that are taking place. And right now we have the Hudson Police Department leading the parade, is committed to serving, protecting, and educating with excellence. They were established in 1867 and is currently made up of 30 sworn full-time officers and 3 clerical staff, and our current chief is Jeff Williams. A huge thank you to the police department for all they do for this community.
Looking out over the crowd, we see a lot of red, white, and blue apparel and umbrellas, and we also have the Honor Guard right now, the Hudson Veterans Honor Guard, VFW Memorial Post 2115, and the Legion Otis H. King Post 50. The Honor Guard is composed of veterans belonging to the American Legion Post 50, Otis H. King, and the VFW Post 215. They represent Hudson at parades and other civic events in the St. Croix Valley and perform funeral honors for our deceased veterans.
Coming through the parade right now, they are opening it up a little bit. I was trying to see if that was.
Yep.
That's continuing with the Honor Guard. Very good. Very good.
Got an old Jeep.
Okay, and great.
VFW.
Yes, and here we have our Grand Marshal, Dave Robson, a longtime Hudson business owner, a longtime supporter of the Hudson Booster Sports. They're a family hockey team. He's joined with his lovely wife, Lynn, and their 2 daughters. We're just so excited to see them today and like to recognize Dave. And following them is the Booster Day coordinator,
Helen is a native Hudson, Wisconsin. She has been a member of the Boosters for 25 years. She served 5 years as the vice president, and in 2009, Helen was the volunteer of the year for the Hudson Chamber of Commerce. She has 5 children, 4 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. She enjoys volunteering and spending time with her family and friends. She is also a huge fan of the Green Bay Packers. I guess we're okay with that since she's been part of the Boosters for so long. We also have our mayor, Rich O'Connor, who's brave in the rain. No top on the car for him. Rich became our Hudson 53rd mayor in April of 2016. Mayor O'Connor was reelected another 3 times. Mayor O'Connor is a St. Paul, Minnesota native and graduate of the University of Notre Dame. He served for 12 years in the Minnesota House of Representatives and served on numerous boards and commissions in the St. Paul area. In 1999, the family moved to Hudson. Mayor O'Connor and his wife Cindy and their 3 adult children and have 2 granddaughters.
and then we just passed Village of North Hudson President's Dan Wecken. Village of North Hudson was incorporated on June 10th, 1912 from part of the town of Hudson, which was then a township in St. Croix County. While the 1890 census figures show the population of North Hudson at 26, the village had its own post office, a feed mill, and the Omaha Railroad shops and depot. And now we have the Hudson Fire Department. I love this old fire truck. That is always amazing, and Mr. Tom Zulli is driving that. The Hudson Fire Police Chief is Drew Spielman, and the fire inspector is Mike. And the department responds to about 630 calls a year. Currently, the fire department has 44 members, and we so appreciate all of the hard work that all of these volunteers do every day, and also participating in all these community events.
Yeah, and leading the way, as you mentioned, Tom Zuley, he is one that has served the fire department for so many years. And these guys and women are at so many different events. And they have looks like they have the whole fire department here
I
today.
think they do, and I think they washed all the trucks. Even in the rain, they're very sparkling.
Yes.
They look great, but just appreciate all that they do. And they have that great pancake fundraiser that they do every year.
And last year was their 150th anniversary. And so a fire department for 150 years, that's a big shout out to them and the leadership they have, and also the support they get from the city and the other EMS departments in town.
Yes.
Good thing we're inside, because it'd be very loud outside, Mary Claire, with all of these vehicles going by. And there's even a dog.
I love that dog up there.
It's not a Dalmatian though.
I know. But it's so fun, I think, for all of the volunteers' families to be able to participate, and they're throwing out good candy today.
Serving proudly since 1964.
That's the St. Joseph
St.
Fire
Joseph's,
Rescue.
yeah.
Yep.
Great
Welcome
partnership
them.
with our townships that make up the St. Croix Valley area. And also Lakeview Hospital Ambulance, which is joining the parade today.
The dog shook my hand with mouth on my forearm, and it's like, wow. And then you see the dishes are this high off the ground.
So we appreciate Lakeview Hospital being here today, and followed by that is the...
Well, you know, before there was the fire department, there was probably bingo. That was a bad joke, Mary
That's
Claire.
right.
But our bingo Hudson Booster Days would like to invite you all to come down to the bingo tent next to the band shell for some fun times. Dave and his granddaughter are always there to make sure everyone is having fun. And it supports a great cause, which is what we're here for today. It's Hudson Boosters.
And there's a number of events that are still going on in the park today, rain or shine. But there's always bingo, which is fun, and that's covered area. And then they also, we'll have to see if the car show is still happening, but the annual hot dog eating contest at 3 o'clock, that is rain or shine.
I don't think we
Hosted
have
by
Joey
RJ's
Chestnut
Meats.
here, but
But live entertainment, that starts at 1:30 with Eric the Juggling Magician, and then Pop Syndrome at 5, and then Incognito at 9 p.m. And we're all super excited about the fireworks that will happen on Sunday evening, about 10 o'clock down in Lakefront Park. So be sure you check that out. And tomorrow is supposed to be a perfect summer day.
coming up we have the Hudson Marching Band. If you've never been part of a marching band, there is a ton of work that goes into being in a marching band. So the Hudson High School is known for their music programs and the Hudson Band. It's great to have them here. The marching band is setting a new standard in educational development by making marching an all-volunteer endeavor. Members rehearse 2 nights a week and are part of the comprehensive program that includes 3 concert bands, 2 jazz bands, extracurricular percussion ensemble, and various small ensemble opportunities. The band prides itself on representing their program, school, community with a high level of classes. The marching band director is Ryan McCarthy. You'll hear them coming up.
I think we hear them, and they are definitely rain or shine, right?
Yes. It's amazing, you know, when they have their marching band practices at the high school, you can hear them for blocks away.
I hear them at the house, yes.
Got a couple clowns that are driving by here.
Leading the marching band down.
Doesn't stop the rain, doesn't stop them. It always gets me, Mary Claire, these bands and what they wear for parades. It is hot and humid outside,
It
and
is.
they are dressed to the T in their uniforms.
They are. And I think recently they got new uniforms in the past couple years.
Yes.
We'll see if we pause here for a brief song.
I can't imagine playing an instrument in the rain.
And walking.
Yes. I think just marching alone would be hard for me.
Yeah. But the rain is not stopping folks from distributing candy today. So you
Give
can
me some
still
soggy
get it.
candy out there.
Right. And still looks like the full band is here.
And it looks like the rain's letting up a little bit, so that will be
You're
great
right.
for the marching band.
Yes.
Here you go.
Here
You
we
hear them
go.
as they play. It's great that they're supported by so many volunteers. People don't realize how much effort it takes for these groups to be involved in different programs and different events. And that is one big trailer that the band has.
Well, they need to for all of the equipment, but they sound great again this year, and we so appreciate their participation in today's parade. And like you said, all the volunteers that work so hard with them too.
Next, we have the Hudson Boosters. That's what this event is all about. It's about our sports and our boosters program. The Hudson Booster provides the following opportunities for kids, sports such as baseball, softball, football, and the Challenger League. Kids ages 5 through 14 are welcome to participate. The Challenger League is for kids of all ages. The Hudson Boosters also offers local and traveling leagues.
Such an important part of our community and part of the whole quality of life, and why people move to communities like Hudson is all of the great opportunities that are available to all of the youth in so many different areas.
And the Challenger League is a great option as well for the Boosters program.
There's a lot of boosters out here today, these young
Yes.
kids.
And it looks like they're running out of candy. So littles and bigs all
Yes.
along.
Again, a hugely volunteer-driven organization in this community.
Well, and the Boosters leads to the successful high school programs. The high school sports is recognized throughout the state, and it wouldn't be possible without a lot of these kids that have come up through the booster programs and their parents that support them multiple nights a week.
And following the boosters is the Hudson Ambassadors, and we welcome them for their last parade as this court wraps up their year, and they have just done a tremendous job representing the city and so well over the past year, and we thank them for their service. And they have volunteered for so many different chamber events that we host throughout the year, and we really appreciate their support, and it looks like they're having fun on their final one. We want to thank all the sponsors that help support the Hudson Ambassador Group, because it is a big group of volunteers and sponsors that support it. So we wish this court well in their next endeavors, and just thank them so much for all that they've done for the community. I think they really got their dance down.
Yes, and it looks like they're also a big sponsor as U.S. Bank for them. So
Yes.
thanks U.S. Bank for supporting them.
And Divine Custom Homes, yes.
Riverfest. We are a river town here in Hudson, and Riverfest has been going on for many years. And join us for the Hudson Annual Riverfest celebration on July 22nd through the 26th, with a range of activities designed to encourage people from all ages to enjoy the lower St. Croix River and all that it provides. Several local organizations and individuals have collaborated to make Riverfest a party with a purpose, a success. The 5-day event celebrates the river while also recognizing the need to preserve its healthy beauty. And you just saw Scrappy go by. Scrappy is made up of waste and recycled items that have been pulled from the river.
And next we have the Roberts Royalty. Now they all have umbrellas, that's very clever.
Yes.
And they all match, but they are out here rain or shine, and we so appreciate the Roberts Royalty coming over to Hudson today to participate in this parade.
And it's a big year for Roberts. It's their sesquicentennial year. Roberts is turning 150 years old. The Roberts Sesquicentennial celebration would love to see you at their celebration October 3rd through 5th in Roberts.
I think the rain's letting up, Chris.
And there looks like it's getting a little lighter out there as well.
There is still plenty of time to come down to Booster Days this weekend, and there's a lot of great shops and restaurants to check out, as you are also experiencing all the fun in Lakefront Park.
10 a.m. tomorrow is the kids fishing tournament, so bring your kiddos down to participate in this fishing activity.
And here we have Christian Community Homes has been providing quality care for our community seniors for 44 years. They have a continuum of care campus consisting of independent senior apartments, assisted living, memory care, and a 24-hour skilled nursing facility. And also available on their site is their Red Oak Rehabilitation Service, which accommodates transitional and short-term needs. So whatever you need, they can help you there. So you're certainly welcome to go and tour and check out the facility and also join them for their fall festival on Saturday, October 11th.
I don't know if you've ever been behind their bus when they're driving through town. You got these two older people looking out the window, peeking at you. Next we have the Cottage Grove Strawberry Fest. The Strawberry Fest is held every year on the third weekend of June. The new 2025 Cottage Grove Strawberry Fest ambassadors are Little Princess Penelope Schmidt, Little Queen Caitlin Adams, the Junior Princess is Shannon Mew, the Junior Queen is Rosalind Ems, Princess is Autumn Albrecht, Queen is Ashley Molina, and the King is Ryan Cunningham.
We so appreciate all these other royalty visiting us on a busy July 4th weekend. Just as you were talking about, Chris, the St. Croix River Fest coming up on August 9th is the Yellowstone Trail Heritage Sprint Fest in Twin Cities Model A Ford event. Always a fun event in downtown Hudson to come down and see all those classic cars. They're very, very fun. So that will be on August 9th.
There's always something going on in Hudson, and it's a shout out to the Chamber for all the work that the Chamber does. Different events going on pretty much all year long. Well, we're on a river, and if you drive over the bridge any given day, you'll look either to the north or south, and you'll see sailboats all over. And so next we have the Learn to Sail program from the St. Croix Sailing School. It's located in downtown Hudson. The nonprofit St. Croix Sailing School offers youth and young adult sailing lessons on the beautiful St. Croix River.
And we're so excited that they're back up and running this summer. They were on hiatus for a couple of years, but really fun to see them out there. And I love to sail. Have you been sailing?
I have not been sailing.
Oh, you should put that on your list.
I have
It's very
friends.
fun.
I have friends that sail all over the United States, but I've never been on a sailboat.
Yeah, it is very fun. And I think they take adults too.
Yes, they do. You can do the Adult Learn program, which they
Yes.
have running. Is that an apple, Mary Claire?
I think it is an apple, but I'm not. Oh, Applebee's. Okay. So Applebee's, a fabulous restaurant up on the hill, up off of the. It is eating good in the neighborhood. Half-price apps from 3 to 6 and 9 to close every night. So check out Applebee's.
It took me a second there to see the apple as a mascot and then a bee as a mascot.
We need that mascot at the community expo with the mascot dance off.
We have another group of royalty here at the Hudson Parade. We have the St. Croix Falls Royalty. The St. Croix Falls Royalty Program is proud to present the 2024 Miss St. Croix Falls Lily Hansford and First Princess Josie Dye, Little Miss St. Croix Falls Addison Wammer, Little First Princess Ashley Geisenhoff, and Little Second Princess Sophia Jackson.
And then following them is the Little Crappie Swim School. And being on a river, we know how important water safety is. And Hudson's premier water safety and swimming lessons provider. They have swimming lessons for ages 6 months to adults, and lessons are available year-round. And there are still some spots available this summer. So just really important living on a river, and for all youth and everybody to have that ability to swim.
Yes, drowning is one of the leading causes of death for youth, and so it's important for those lessons. It's also important for parents.
Yes.
You know, when you're taking your kids swimming, don't just let the lifeguards watch them and you'll be on your phones. Put your phone down, watch your kids, make sure that they're safe, because we don't want anything to happen to our kids when they're swimming.
Right.
We have another group here. It's the Osceola Ambassadors. The Community Fair of Osceola takes place annually the weekend after Labor Day. Check out their cool little river town for a weekend full of tractor pulls, truck pulls, live entertainment, and fantastic food as they celebrate over 100 years. They look forward to welcoming you to their Grand Day Parade the Sunday after Labor Day at 1 p.m. The royalty, Grand Ambassadors Ella, Ambassadors Abby and Adeline, Junior Ambassador Maddie, and Little Ambassadors Selah, Harper, and Paisley. Thanks for coming to the Hudson Booster Days Parade.
They have quite an extensive float with those eagles on there.
They do.
And following them is the Cub Scout Pack 148. It's chartered by the Hudson Knights of Columbus, Council 1762. They serve youth in grades K through 5 from all schools in Hudson and teaching them the values of scouting, getting them outdoors, and serving in the community. Their scouting year kicks off with a Back to the Pack picnic on Tuesday, September 2nd at 6 p.m. in Grandview Park. Go and check it out and see what scouting is all about.
I was a Cub Scout once. Got my little beads, got my
good for
Pinewood
you.
Derby card, you know.
My brother was in Boy Scouts and went through Eagle Scout program. It was really a family event. It was great. And following them, we have, is that carpeting?
We have All Season Rental. All Season Rental is a great place if you need an item just for the day or a couple days, or if you want to make a purchase. All Season Rental, with a variety of outdoor power equipment, is second to none. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff. They're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment or the parts you've been looking for.
Now, I could use one of those riding mowers.
I actually take my lawnmower and my snowblower to them almost yearly for the annual checkups.
Well,
It's
that's
like your
good.
doctor, you know.
Well, that's
They
good.
do a great job.
But that would be fun just to do some, something with that.
They do have some of those adult parks where you can actually drive the trucks and
Oh,
dig
okay.
holes
Well,
and
then
stuff.
I need to do that.
Yes.
I would love to do that. So it looks like we have just a small little gap coming down.
We have the Beauty Resort and Fleetwood Rentals coming up. The Beauty Resort of fabulous downtown Hudson offers everything beauty and self-love, from hair, makeup, cosmetic tattooing, cosmetic injections, integrative medicine, liquid IVs, massage, Reiki. That's just a few of the things they do. The BB dolls are your one-stop shop for your beauty and healthcare needs. Also, have you seen the pink houses in town, Mary Claire?
I have, yes.
Those are short-term rentals. Rent the pink unique getaways for your baccalaureate parties, bachelorette parties, birthday parties, family gatherings, or just a needed getaway. Make sure you visit the website at fleetwoodrentals.com. Usually when you see pink, that is Brooke and her team.
I think folks are getting glittered today.
And after all the rain, they're still all smiling.
I know, they're doing great.
Oh, and they've got Debbie Vogler driving the Escalade.
Very fun.
Looks like a whole family affair there. Brooke and her family are all part of the
Yes.
event today.
And coming up next is Regal Auto Wash and Shell Gas Station. At Regal Auto Wash and Detail, we aim for your visit to be the highlight of your day. Our commitment to ensure you leave not just with a gleaming car, but with a smile, fully satisfied, and equipped with everything you need. They have an awesome team there. They do a beautiful job. I love working with their staff. And you get a free cone.
Yes.
So bring your car up to get washed, and you'll get a free cone.
I drove by the other day and I saw their free ice cream cone sitting on the edge as you drive
Yes.
by, promoting their free ice cream cone.
But they do such a great job on the car, too. So I'm always very pleased when I leave.
So we have the Aquatennial, Minneapolis Aquatennial Ambassadors here with us today. The Aquatennial Ambassadors organization exists to inspire young Minnesota women to achieve extraordinary futures by providing professional development opportunities through networking and mentoring. The ambassadors travel throughout the state of Minnesota and the country. Our organization also provides educational scholarships to their ambassadors to help them reach their goals. The 2025 crew is thrilled to be celebrating in your community today. Join them the week of the 4th of July, which was this week, for their 86th Aquatennial.
And we also have the Luther Hudson Chevrolet GMC, proudly serving the St. Croix Valley area for over 25 years. These are some amazing trucks, Chris. I could see you in that Hummer.
Yeah, Hummers, I don't want to pay the gas.
I know, but they're very fun, and that pickup truck is very nice too. So we appreciate their investment in Hudson in the community for over 25 years.
Yeah, they've been involved with boosters for so many years, and they support a lot of the different sports teams within the booster programs. River Falls Royal Ambassadors are here. The Grand Royal Ambassadors, Ashley Simichek, Royal Ambassadors Logan Hupert are here. River Falls Days is July 10th through the 13th, so next week already.
Yes, and following them is the group that's Options for Women, is a pregnancy resource clinic in River Falls. They offer no-cost confidential services, including pregnancy testing, ultrasound, nurse consultations, and a whole variety of services. So you can check out their website to schedule an appointment. And they truly care about their clients they serve and each visitor for her unique situation. So we so appreciate them being here today.
I think we take a little breath. They were all bogged up there.
I know.
It was a gap, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom.
Right, so now we're trying to play catch up.
But it's fun seeing everybody. The umbrellas are down now. Kids are running out in the street grabbing candy. It's nice to see so many people come out, even if there's rain.
Right. Oh, now he's putting candy in the bags. That's very nice. He's not throwing it, he's handing it to the littles. Wow, that is very nice of him. Very good. Well, it is nice to see the rain has lifted for a spell. We have more folks filling the streets. But if you are unable to come downtown and watch this, you can watch this live on Channel 15 right now. So check it out.
I think you can probably even watch it tomorrow, the next day, and the next day if you miss it.
Yes.
Want to give a shout out to the Booster Days events that are going on. Starting at noon today, the carnival is going on. You can go down to the lakefront park and participate in a number of the rides they have down there. The beer garden and multiple food trucks that will be there today. And then, of course, bingo, which we talked about just a little while ago.
The Scrambler was always one of my favorite rides as a small child.
Scrambler's a fun one.
That is a great one. I can't do the Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
Can't do it.
Going backwards.
It's too high.
I can go forward. Going backwards is different. Next, we have the St. Paul Winter Carnival Royal Family. The St. Paul Winter Carnival Royal Family reigns over historic St. Paul with King Boreas, John Harrington, Queen Aurora, Tessa Westland, Prime Minister Brooke Blakely, and brothers of Boris, Titan Eros, Sophias, and Nodos, as each brother is accompanied by lovely Princess and Klondike Kate, a lady of song and merriment. The royal family is protected by the Royal Guards. The dates for the next St. Paul Winter Carnival are January 22nd through February 1st, 2026.
They are always a very high energy group, and they participate in so many events and parades throughout the year. So that is just a huge commitment that they all make to the very important St. Paul Winter Carnival.
Did you hear me say 2026? We are halfway through 2025. Where is the year going?
I don't know. I don't know how is it already your birthday?
I know, yeah, exactly.
July 5th. How is it already your birthday?
Along with St. Paul Winter Carnival, we have the St. Paul Winter Carnival Junior Royalty. According to the legend, the St. Paul Winter Carnival Junior Royalty brings youth and exuberance to the realm of Boreas. The Junior Royalty program is open to young men and women ages 12 to 15 from across the Twin Cities who serve as goodwill ambassadors. The Junior Court makes about 75 appearances throughout the year while learning public speaking skills, interpersonal skills, and serving the community in various service projects. Please welcome our 2025 Junior Royalty, King Frost, JJ, Queen of the Snowflakes Emma, Princess of the Ice Lindsay, Princess of the Snow Layla, and Prince of Ice and Snow Dijon.
Nice job, Chris. I know, but look at that float is overflowing with those youth, and what a great opportunity for all the skills that they are learning by participating in that. And we love that, we're so close to St. Paul that they can just pop right on over.
People think that Hudson is so far away, but we're actually so close.
I know.
And you don't even have to get your passport stamp crossing the river.
I know. Or pay a toll.
Being a border town, it's great. You get the best of all worlds.
We are the gateway to Wisconsin.
Yes.
We are your first stop for vacations and day trips and overnights.
And speaking of overnights, the tourism part of the chamber is huge. It's amazing that we have so many groups that pack our hotels every single weekend for sporting events or other events that are happening in town.
That is true. We are so thankful to have all of those properties here in town. And following, we have the Texas Roadhouse from Woodbury. Introducing Andy, who is accompanied by his best friends from the Texas Roadhouse in Woodbury, known for hand-cut steaks, fall off the bone ribs, fresh baked bread, ice cold beers, and legendary margaritas. They cannot wait to see you for dinner.
The honey butter on their buns, that is amazing. Next we have the Star Prairie Royalty. Join us for Ox Cart Days, August 14th through the 17th. We have Tiny Princess Jayla Drinkman, Tiny Princess Ari Lottie, Little Princess Morgan Braymeyer, Little Princess Gracie Marinac, and Miss Star Prairie Bailey Kuhn.
Very nice float. And following them is UFO Days from Elmwood area community. Come celebrate their town's history of multiple UFO sightings at UFO Days in Elmwood, Wisconsin, the last full weekend in July. So this year it will be July 25th through the 27th. Check out UFO Days, Chris.
I just want to see a real UFO one day.
I know, but I think there's one right up there.
There are a couple of them, yes.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That is a very, okay, that I had to double take on that. Following them is Carousel Pole Studio. Forget what you think about pole dancing. Pole dancing is fitness, and Carousel Pole Studio provides a safe environment and an affirming community where you can discover your inner strengths and find your sparkle. We have been pole dancing on the hill for 16 years. Back when we could say it was behind Mr. Movies, but now they have a 24/7 training center with more poles, aerial poles, a lollipop, and even a flying pole. It is a great workout. Join their competitive team or book a fun birthday or besties party and check out their website for more information. And they just came back from Chicago and won a number of awards.
That is amazing. And I know they're very supportive of a number of events in town as well.
Yes.
Hudson Hospital and Clinics, what an amazing hospital we have in Hudson. You know, as a community our size, having a hospital that offers so many programs for the community is amazing. The Hudson Hospital and Clinic is an award-winning facility that has been serving our community for more than 70 years. They expanded their campus by 18,000 square feet to offer more primary care and specialty care services, including family medicine, internal medicine, OBGYN, occupational medicine, orthopedics, urgent care, and more. Hudson Hospital Clinic, proud to be their partner for good. They also have a great foundation that supports so many initiatives in town. And I had my knee done there.
Oh, well, that is great. Well, and it's looking good. It feels good, right?
It feels good.
Yes, and they just opened an expanded birth center.
Yes.
So we were there to do a ribbon cutting up there, and that is just an amazing space. They've had, forgot how many sets of twins they've already given birth to this year.
It's been an amazing number, and to be able to have the services that they have at Hudson Hospital now with that newborn center where you don't have to take those little ones to St. Paul. They can take care of those little ones right here in Hudson.
And when they get a little bit older, they can join the Hudson Raiders dance team. It consists of varsity and JV made up of dancers in grades 9 through 12. The team performs at local community events and prepares for the competition season. They compete in jazz, pom, kick, and hip hop, and they have earned multiple state championships and many other awards. And they are excited to host a dance camp for ages 4 through 14 on August 20th. You will learn a routine and perform at Raider Stadium that night. So check out their social media to register, but they look amazing out here today. Doing their own routine right in the middle of the parade. It looks great.
There was one weekend during the school year that the Raiders were like in 3 different places in 3 days and won awards in all 3 places. It's amazing the work they put in, but also these young individuals are also great students and they give back a lot to the community as well.
And it would be hard for me, I'm going to say, to march and do a routine and do all that at the same time.
Yeah, not going to happen. Plus on a rainy street.
I know, but they are just doing an amazing job with huge smiles on their face. So we so appreciate all that they do for this community.
It's the Hudson version of the Rockettes.
It is. And that they are very crowd pleaser.
Yes, they pull out the energy of the crowd, and also it's volunteer led as well.
Yes.
So that's great for the community and another option for our youth in the Hudson High School. Next, we have the Republican Party of St. Croix County, your election headquarters. Visit the center in downtown Hudson to support the Republican candidates. You know, we had them at our Meet the
municipal
Meet the-
leaders and meet the local leaders too.
Yes. So it's a great way for our community to ask our elected officials questions that deal with our community.
And next we have the Woodbury Royal Ambassadors, Miss Woodbury Brooklyn, Princess Joshua and Anna, and Little Miss Woodbury Nola, Little Princess Xenia, and Little Prince Caleb, Senior Queen Terry, and Senior King Michael. This year Woodbury Days will be August 22nd through the 24th. So, and that is down all in Woodbury, which is a neighboring community which just continues to grow and grow.
Continues to grow. If you drive 94, you can see all the new construction happening on south of 94. It's always amazed me that Hudson really doesn't, or Woodbury doesn't really have a downtown. Just one big community.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have the historic downtown that we do right here on 2nd and 1st Street and going up to 3rd. Next we have Cairo Way of Hudson. Cairo Way of Hudson and Dr. Trapper promote regular chiropractic care for everyone, from pregnancy and infants to kids and adults. Take advantage of his $39 new client special, including consultation, exam, and adjustment. Affordable, convenient care for the whole family, and they're located right downtown. Actually, we share a parking lot with them with the Hudson Chamber office, so go check out and meet with Dr. Trapper.
And Dr. Trapper, he's been great working, partnering. We've had some things at the Y with Dr. Trapper, with our health fairs. We had a seminar on pregnancy with one of his co-workers, but he's been very engaged in the community, which is nice to see.
Yes.
Next we have Glenwood City, Miss Glenwood City and Miss Congeniality, Kaylee Dickman, First Princess Hallie Barstad, Second Princess Lily McGee. We'd like to have you join us the weekend after Labor Day, September 5th through 7th for the Wild Wild West in Glenwood City. Lots of family fun for all. There's a car show, tractor show, bingo, meat raffle, street dance, tractor pull, Queen's coordination, and the Grand Day Parade. They hope to see you there.
There you go. And following them is Trinity Lutheran Church. Join Trinity Lutheran Church. They offer 3 styles of worship at their 2 locations. They are passionate about leading people in a growing relationship with Jesus. At Trinity Academy, they strive to provide academic excellence while fostering development of personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And they have their Early Childhood Academy, provides excellence in early childhood education and develops foundation of faith in the children that they serve. And they state Jesus loves you and God bless America. Very active again in the community too, and support a lot of different programs.
And they've got a lot of candy left because kids have been scrambling out there.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I think again the rain has let up, and so do check out the rest of all the activities happening in Lakefront Park for Booster Days this afternoon. It will be sure to be fun for all ages.
Coming up, we have the St. Croix County's Fairest of the Fair. Faya Cam and Junior Fairest of the Fair, Kylie Lyons. Please join them at the St. Croix County Fair in Glenwood City, July 16th to the 20th, where they have been making memories since 1910.
That's great. We're so pleased that they are there. Here with us today and following them is Save a Tree. Save a Tree offers professional tree, shrub, and lawn care by certified arborists to customers in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Their team members are experts and specialize in tree pruning, removal, disease treatment, and lawn and shrub care. They take pride in caring for what we love, and they have been a huge partner with the Chamber on putting the 50,000 lights in the park. This year will be our 7th year of lighting up Lakefront Park. If you're interested in helping to support that program, please give the Chamber a call. We would love to help you support. That is all privately funded to put those lights in the park. But Save a Tree is a huge partner, and check them out for any of your tree, shrub, or lawn care needs.
If you drive across the river and look to the north, it is amazing to see those lights in the park. Next, we have the Dancing House, helping students from all ages and abilities develop into kind, confident, and life-ready humans through the art of dance. Home of the 6-week session, the Dancing House specializes in beginner students of all ages.
And following them, we have the St. Croix Valley Collectors Association. Now that is a very old farm truck. And he's driving their 40th St. Croix Valley Collectors Association Threshing Bee will be on August 17th from 10 to 4, located at Firefly Romans Bar and Venue in Hammond, Wisconsin. It's a free community event open to the public celebrating agricultural heritage with live demonstrations, antique farm equipment displays, and on-hand activities. Look at those antique farm trucks.
I saw them prepping at the school parking lot.
They look great.
Yes.
They have more tractors
There's
coming.
more.
Okay.
There's
we have
more.
a slight pause for all of these tractors coming through.
There are more. There are more tractors down there too.
That's very fun. And they're big. But
It's
that's
amazing.
Very fun.
It's amazing what our farmers used and now what they have.
Yes.
The technology they have today was pretty much they drive themselves.
Right.
Air conditioning, radio, TV, all those things. They didn't have that years ago.
And there are more tractors
There's more
coming.
tractors.
So as we await some of those other tractors, we'll just highlight a couple other things coming up. We have the August 9th Yellowstone Heritage Day, and you will not want to miss the North Hudson Pepper Festival, fabulous Italian food, August 15th through the 17th. And then on September 6th will be the Hudson Hometown Music Fest. And then on September 27th and 28th is the Spirit of St. Croix Art Festival that the Hudson Chamber puts on in partnership with the Phipps Center for the Arts. We have 80 artists and entertainment throughout the weekend. So it's a beautiful fall weekend in the park, so come check that out.
It's an amazing event with so many people coming down to the lakefront park. And just the setting, overlooking the river and have all those artists and the food and the beverages and the community coming out and supporting. Just a reminder, today and tomorrow from 6 until close, you can get your fill of pull tabs down at the park. And then just a reminder again, the fireworks tomorrow night at dusk. Coming up, we have the Clear Lake Civic and Commerce Royalty. Clear Lake Heritage Days is always celebrated during the last full weekend of June. Home of the Baseball Hall of Famer Burley Grimes and Earth Day founder Gaylord Nelson.
It looks like the rain has picked up maybe just a smidge, but that is not keeping anyone from not enjoying this fabulous parade. And following, we have the Kinney Creek Lodge and Outfitters. You join them in their celebrating 26th season on the Kinney River in River Falls. Give them a call to book a cabin rental, fly fishing guides, and kayak rentals. And you can check out their website at kinneycreek.com. And so we are so excited that they are there today. Today you can still go kayaking even in the rain.
Hey, we have a Viking. Okay, not that Viking. It looks like Leaf. We have the Woodville Sit-in-a-My royalty. We have Queen Caitlin Gustafson and First Princess Addison Wichelman. Please join them the third weekend of May to celebrate Norwegian heritage. Sponsored by the Woodville Lions Club.
That's a big Viking on that float.
It is a big Viking.
I'm just going to say. And following that big Viking is the Simply Giggle Montessori. Simply Giggle Childhood in Montessori 4K, proudly serving our community for 18 years. They are a play-based, nature-inspired, inclusive child care center offering care for children from infancy through school age. They give your child and will thrive in a warm, family-like environment with hands-on learning and developmentally appropriate child-led curriculum with an indoor playground. And they are now enrolling infants and children under 2 with immediate openings available. And then they also have some opportunities to join their team. So check them out.
And an inflatable dinosaur too. Mary Claire, guess what? I have another royalty team here. We have the Cumberland Royalty here, Cumberland, Wisconsin, nicknamed the Island City and the home of the Cumberland Rutabaga Festival, is held every year on the weekend before Labor Day. 2024-2025 Miss Cumberland Kira Spichala, First Princess Chloe Herrick, and Second Princess Maya Hagen are on their float today.
And they did just pull out their umbrellas, so I think the rain has picked up a little bit, but we still have a couple more floats coming. And then in addition, there are so many fun things to do in Hudson throughout the summer months. You can take an afternoon cruise lines. You can rent a pontoon from Beanie's Landing in Lakeland and take everyone out on a pontoon. So there's just so much to enjoy in Hudson, rain or shine.
There's also a cool program at Lakefront Park. It's called Unlock It. Unlock It, it's an outdoor scavenger hunt / escape room. It's put on by the YMCA. You can go to unlockit.org. It gives you the opportunity to take your family and walk about 2 miles to the Lakefront Park area and solve a puzzle. And there's prizes at the end.
Oh, I love prizes. That sounds very fun. And now we have the Western Wisconsin Soccer. It's a Hudson-based soccer club offering a variety of recreational and competitive soccer programs. All abilities are welcome. Okay, they have that top open on their card, even as it's raining. And so they proudly owns and operates the 42-acre Hudson Soccer Complex located off of County Road UU, where home games, camps, practices, and rec take place. To learn more, visit www.soccer.com.
You know, Mayor Claire, you're talking about all the different events in Hudson. You know, thinking about this fall, one of the big events for the Chamber is the Hilltop Pumpkin Party on October 18th. About 400 families come out to this event where our businesses are out there handing away giveaways to the kids. There's a costume contest put on by the Hudson Daybreak Rotary. There's a petting zoo, food truck. It's a great day for being outside and getting ready for holidays. And we've seen some amazing costumes from kiddos and families even.
We have, and the littles all get a free pumpkin
Yes.
that they can decorate or take home with them. So it is just really fun, and the Chamber appreciates a partnership with the Rotary on that event. That is just a really fun event.
I'm having a hard time seeing through these umbrellas, Mary Claire, that they're back out yet.
I can't see. We don't know what that is, and they're all hidden under umbrellas. So I think
Still
there's-
Hudson Soccer out there.
Very good, very good. So we don't really want to think about winter, Chris, but Hudson is just a magical place. During the holiday seasons, we have a Find Santa event for the littles. It'll be the 29th annual Hudson Christmas Tour Homes this year, where we feature privately owned homes along with the historic Octagon House. We'll have Light Up Hudson on November 28th, and then we'll have the Candlelight Stroll December 5th, Santa and His Critters on December 6th down in Lakefront Park, and then Visit with Santa at Thorcraft Kitchens on December 14th. So it's hard to believe that we're already thinking about some of those events, but they are things to look forward to.
And again, it just shows everything that Hudson has to offer for not just our Hudson residents or the community residents in the area, but for individuals coming to visit.
Mm-hmm.
Hudson is a great place to come visit.
Absolutely.
So much to do.
And great lodging properties for you to stay with free breakfast.
Free breakfast. Gotta like free breakfast
We
at one of
love
our
that.
many hotels.
We love that. So another royalty. Oh, I'll take this one, Chris.
You can have this
All
one.
right. This is the 2025 Pepperfest royalty. So it looks like, okay, we got the full court, and they have a lot of volunteers that are walking with them. King Tyler, Queen Natalie, Princess Layla, Princess Ruby, and Princess Tori. So the North Hudson Pepper Festival is the little village celebration with a big Italian flavor. Pepperfest celebrates a strong Italian heritage with a 3-day festival including fabulous homemade Italian food, a grand day parade, eating contest, nightly bands, bingo, Chris. There's
Bingo.
and more. So in 1954, the festival began with a mission to raise money to build an elementary school. Today, the Pepperfest gives back their earnings to local community organizations. Mark your calendar for August 15th through the 17th, and they look forward to seeing you there.
I think as it rains harder and harder, people are having more and more fun.
I think so
They're all out
too.
there dancing in the street.
And here we have the Phipps Center for the Arts. It is just an amazing facility that we have here in Hudson. And it's an exciting mix of theater, music, dance, and visual arts. They have 6 art galleries in Hudson at the Phipps, and it's a place to be inspired, get involved, and experience the power of the arts. We are so fortunate to have the Phipps Center for the Arts in a community our size here, and just the draw that they bring from the 5-state area and the tremendous programming that they offer.
And you can't beat the location of the Phipps. Overlooking the river, it's great.
Yes.
We have the River Road ambassadors here. Amelia Valentine is the senior ambassador. Lorelei McManus and Amelia Dagestad are the junior ambassadors. Bailey Doolittle, Abigail Kist are little ambassadors. The ambassadors invite you to join them at the River Road Ramble on Saturday, September 22nd. The Ramble has a variety of events for the whole family, filled with crafts, food, sales, wineries, orchard, music, museums, historical stops, and so much more.
And the last float, thank you so much, is the Baldwin Royalty. We thank you so much for represents the Chamber of Commerce, and they invite you to their 20th anniversary at Chili Fest. So the parade is wrapping up. You can see the Hudson Police Department following. I want to thank my colleague Chris for joining me for the 2025 Hudson Booster Day Parade. Rain or shine, we are here. We look forward to joining you next year, and we know it'll be another beautiful Booster Day weekend event. For the River Channel, I'm Mary Claire Olson Potter with Chris Koss. Thank you so much.